Have you ever walked into your home and felt a wave of overwhelm from the clutter that's built up over the years? As we age, our spaces can start to feel heavy, like they're holding onto more than just stuff. They're weighing on our minds and energy too. But what if I told you that tidy seniors have simple habits that make their homes feel like a peaceful nest again? Hi, I'm from the Senior Nest, your go-to for organizing tips that keep life light and joyful for us golden folks. Today, we're diving into 12 practical habits you can learn from tidy seniors. No big overhauls, no fancy gadgets, just easy tweaks that boost your health, reduce stress, and even improve sleep. Stick around till the end because I'll share how these habits transformed one senior's life, and you'll get a bonus tip to start today. Let's make your home your happy place. These habits aren't about perfection. They're about creating a space that supports your well-being. As a health and home expert with years helping seniors, I've seen how clutter links to higher anxiety and lower mobility, but small changes can flip that. We'll cover why focusing on daily use items clears your head, how tiny daily efforts prevent burnout, and even how gratitude in letting go eases emotional baggage. Ready? Let's jump in. Tip 1: the 5 times rule. Picture this. Alina, a 72-year-old retiree in Seattle, used to dread stepping into her kitchen because her counters were overcrowded with gadgets she barely touched, turning what should be a cozy cooking space into a chaotic battlefield that left her feeling overwhelmed and skipping meals, which isn't great for nutrition in our golden years. As a seasoned health and home expert who's guided hundreds of seniors through similar struggles, I highly recommend the 5 times rule. If an item isn't used at least 5 times a week, simply store it away to create breathing room. For Alina, this meant keeping her daily coffee mug and toaster right where they belong for easy access, while tucking away the fancy mixer and extra bowls into cabinets, making surface wiping a quick breeze and slashing decision fatigue. A real mental health booster that, in my experience, lowers cortisol levels and transforms cooking from a chore into a joyful ritual, much like a relaxing morning stroll. Digging deeper, this rule isn't just about physical tidiness. It's rooted in prioritizing frequency of use to avoid the forgotten clutter trap that wastes space and energy. The true meaning here lies in redefining your home as a nurturing nest rather than a storage unit, empowering you to feel in control no matter your age, while the benefits ripple out. Reduced stress hormones per Mayo Clinic studies lead to better sleep and more energy for daily activities. Improved mobility in compact spaces cuts fall risks, a huge concern for folks over 70. What makes it so appealing is the game-like simplicity of the 5 times challenge, easy to remember and apply in just minutes, sparking that I can do this. Excitement with a trendy hack vibe perfect for sharing via kitchen glow-up. Ultimately, starting with this tip in your kitchen today will make your mornings feel noticeably lighter without costing a dime, proving that tidiness isn't about perfection, but about fueling a vibrant, healthier life. Tip 2: the broken window effect. Ever notice how one messy spot can snowball into total chaos, like a single crack inviting more damage? That's the broken window effect at play. And take Harold, an 80-year-old veteran from Texas, who once let his living room table accumulate mail, glasses, and newspapers until the entire room felt suffocating and uninviting, draining his energy and even discouraging visits from grandkids. As a health and home expert with decades advising seniors, I suggest countering it by choosing just one surface, say your coffee table, and committing to clearing it every night, a simple act that Harold embraced, watching it ripple out to his entryway and beyond for a chain reaction of tidiness. Digging deeper, this isn't mere cleaning. It's psychological, rooted in criminology theory adapted to homes, where one tidy area signals care and prevents clutter buildup, fostering a mindset shift from overwhelm to empowerment. The profound meaning lies in reclaiming control over your environment, especially vital as we age, while benefits abound. Studies from the American Psychological Association show it combats depression by boosting a sense of agency, enhances mobility to lower fall risks in clearer spaces, and even improves sleep quality by reducing visual stress that spikes anxiety. What hooks you is its effortless domino effect, like a tidy chain reaction game that's instantly rewarding and shareable with one spot wonder, sparking that aha. Motivation without perfection pressure. Give this a whirl on one surface tonight, and you'll feel the calm spread, proving small acts build a sanctuary that nurtures your spirit and vitality for years to come. Tip 3. Declutter a little at a time. Ever felt daunted by the idea of a full-day declutter marathon that leaves you exhausted before you even start, especially when energy dips with age? Consider Margaret, a spirited 75-year-old florist from Florida who once avoided her overflowing closets altogether, letting clutter sap her motivation and clutter her mind with unfinished to-dos that worsened her occasional forgetfulness. Drawing from years as a health and home specialist aiding countless seniors, I advocate breaking it down into bite-sized 15-minute sessions. Pick one drawer or shelf daily, like Margaret did, turning tidying into a soothing routine that soon extended to her entire bedroom without burnout. Delving deeper, this approach isn't just practical. It's grounded in behavioral science, promoting sustainable habits through micro-progress that rewires the brain for consistency, shifting from dread to delight in small victories. Its deeper significance empowers aging gracefully by affirming that control comes in gentle steps, not grand gestures, with rewards like enhanced cognitive sharpness from reduced mental load. Per NIH research, it sharpens focus and curbs mild cognitive decline, plus physical perks such as lighter movements to ease joint strain and foster better rest. The allure shines in its low-pressure tiny wins vibe, like a rewarding puzzle that hooks you with immediate calm and viral potential via daily declutter dose, igniting that empowering "I've got this" spark. Dive in with one spot for 15 minutes tonight and watch how these ripples craft a lighter, more vibrant home that truly revitalizes your daily spirit. Tip 4. Let go of the past. Have you ever clung to items from yesteryears that no longer fit your life, yet they crowd your space and stir up subtle guilt or nostalgia that weighs on your heart? Think of Susan, a vibrant 68-year-old artist in New York, whose closet brimmed with outdated dresses from her gallery days, evoking sadness rather than joy and hindering her from embracing new creative pursuits that could keep her mind sharp. With my extensive background as a health and home advisor for seniors, I urge gently questioning each piece. Does this serve my present self, or is it anchoring me to who I was? Susan began by photographing cherished items before donating, a tender release that opened physical and emotional room, evolving into a ritual of gratitude. Probing further, this isn't mere discarding. It's a therapeutic process inspired by mindfulness practices, where releasing outdated attachments reframes memories as internal treasures, not burdensome objects, cultivating resilience against life's transitions. Its core essence empowers graceful aging by prioritizing the now, yielding profound gains. Per Journal of Gerontology Insights, it alleviates emotional clutter to uplift mood and self-worth, bolsters physical ease with less stuff to navigate, cutting injury risks, and sparks vitality for hobbies that sustain cognitive health. The magnetic pull comes from its empathetic storytelling release charm, like a personal liberation quest shareable as path to peace, fueling that freeing lightness within thrill without force. Embrace one item tonight with a quiet thank you and feel how this subtle shift unlocks a home and heart that blooms anew with purpose and peace. Tip 5. The 2-minute rule. Have you ever let tiny tasks like a stray mug or misplaced jacket pile up into a mountain of mess that drains your daily zest? Especially when small delays compound into big frustrations as we age. Reflect on George, a lively 75-year-old gardener in California, whose home once brimmed with overlooked chores that fueled procrastination and subtle anxiety, robbing him of time for his beloved plants and peaceful evenings. Leveraging my long-standing expertise in senior health and home organization, I champion the 2-minute rule. If a task takes under 2 minutes, tackle it immediately, no delays, no lists. Like George did by promptly washing dishes or folding towels, weaving seamless tidiness into his routine. Exploring further, this isn't superficial fixing. It's anchored in productivity psychology, where instant action halts clutter cycles and builds momentum through dopamine-fueled microachievements, reshaping habits from avoidance to effortless flow. Its essence inspires empowered living by proving age doesn't dim our agency, delivering key advantages. Harvard studies link it to slashed anxiety and heightened focus, easing cognitive load for sharper memory, while physically it minimizes bending or searching to preserve joint health and prevent fatigue. The enchantment lies in its instant win thrill, akin to a quick puzzle solve that's addictively simple and buzzworthy as 2-minute magic, kindling that invigorating flow state spark without overwhelm. Seize one quick task right now and sense how this nimble shift cultivates a home of harmony that rejuvenates your energy and joy day by day. Tip 6. Simplify laundry. Have you ever found laundry morphing into an endless cycle that steals your weekends and saps your strength, leaving little room for the joys that keep us thriving in later years? Ponder Betty, a resilient 70-year-old book lover from Ohio, whose overflowing hampers and crammed wardrobe once overwhelmed her, triggering back strain and a sense of perpetual busyness that dimmed her reading passion. From my seasoned perspective as a senior health and home guide, streamline by first curating your closet to weekly favorites, then shifting to daily small loads. Like Betty, who now washes evenings and folds mornings, reclaiming freshness without fatigue. Venturing deeper, this isn't rote chores. It's informed by efficiency principles that fragment tasks into manageable flows, redefining routine as self-care rather than drudgery, and nurturing discipline amid life's ebb. Its vital core fosters balanced aging by lightening loads, literally and figuratively, with payoffs like alleviated arthritis per Arthritis Foundation findings, structured days combating isolation for mental uplift, and freed time fueling hobbies that sharpen cognition and vitality. The captivation stems from its effortless flow allure, like a serene river ritual that's profoundly satisfying and spreadable as laundry lighten up, awakening that liberating more me-time glow. Launch with one small load tonight and embrace how this graceful tweak weaves a home of ease that invigorates your spirit and sustains your well-being. Tip 7. The wait list. Have you ever succumbed to impulse buys that sneak more clutter into your home, fueling regret and a fuller space without true fulfillment, particularly when budgets tighten in retirement? Envision Alice, a thoughtful 70-year-old teacher from Chicago whose shelves once swelled with unneeded gadgets from fleeting whims, heightening her stress and diverting funds from enriching pursuits like yoga classes. Through my veteran lens as a senior wellness and space curator, introduce the wait list. Jot down desires with reasons and dates, then pause a week before deciding, like Alice, who sidestepped redundant tools, gaining clarity and cherishing purchases more deeply. Unpacking further, this isn't hasty restraint. It's drawn from decision science, instilling deliberate pauses that curb emotional triggers and align acquisitions with authentic needs, transforming shopping into mindful stewardship. Its profound heart affirms wiser aging by valuing intention over impulse, reaping treasures like preserved finances for health investments, echoing AARP research on reduced regret boosting emotional stability, plus decluttered havens that enhance safety and serenity for enduring independence. The fascination radiates from its pause for wisdom intrigue, like a savvy life hack that's profoundly reflective and catchy as waitlist wisdom, evoking that satisfying smarter choice euphoria. Scribble one item on your list today and uncover how this poised practice forges a home of purposeful abundance that elevates your contentment and resilience. Tip 8. One in, one out. Have you ever brought home new treasures only to watch your space shrink under accumulating layers, fostering a subtle chaos that hampers tranquility in your sanctuary years? Contemplate Robert, a steadfast 72-year-old woodworker from Arizona, whose workshop overflowed with redundant tools from unchecked additions, stifling his creativity and heightening trip hazards amid his cherished crafts. Informed by my profound journey supporting seniors in harmonious living, enforce the one-in, one-out principle. For every newcomer, bid farewell to an equivalent, as Robert did by donating an old chisel upon acquiring a fresh set, maintaining equilibrium with intentional grace. Peering beneath, this isn't casual exchange. It's steeped in sustainability ethos, curbing excess through balanced reciprocity that hones discernment and prevents hoarding's grip, evolving possession into purposeful curation. Its soulful depth champions mindful maturity, where equilibrium breeds freedom, harvesting gems like fortified safety via uncluttered paths. Aligned with CDC fall prevention data, elevated financial savvy for wellness pursuits, and psychological lift from guilt-free indulgence that nurtures self-assurance. The spellbinding essence unfolds in its balanced swap dynamism, reminiscent of a wise equilibrium dance that's profoundly equitable and trendable as one-in, one-out balance, igniting that harmonious space harmony elation. Welcome one new item with a thoughtful out today and revel in how this equitable rhythm sculpts a home of poised abundance that amplifies your serenity and spark. Tip 9. Check before you buy. Have you ever returned from shopping with duplicates that mock your shelves, breeding excess clutter, and a nagging sense of oversight that erodes your savvy in managing a streamlined haven? Visualize Linda, a discerning 68-year-old librarian from Michigan whose pantry once hid forgotten spices behind new buys, amplifying waste and financial pinch while clouding her culinary confidence in retirement bliss. Harnessing my deep-rooted acumen in senior vitality and habitat refinement, instill the habit of pre-purchase inventory. Swiftly scan your stocks before venturing out, as Linda did by peeking into drawers and rediscovering treasures, averting redundancy with enlightened thrift. Probing profoundly, this isn't rote checking. It's infused with awareness psychology, where rediscovery halts impulsive cycles and rekindles appreciation for the ample, evolving oversight into grateful abundance. Its luminous core uplifts discerning elderhood by celebrating sufficiency, bestowing boons like curtailed spending for wellness joys, mirroring consumer reports on regret reduction for mental poise, plus hazard-free zones that safeguard mobility and ignite resourceful creativity. The mesmerizing draw emerges from its rediscovery quest mystique, like an insightful treasure hunt that's deeply affirming and propageable as check first charm, awakening that gratifying enough is plenty epiphany. Glance at one shelf before your next errand, and delight in how this astute ritual forges a home of wise plenitude that heightens your fulfillment and fortitude. Tip 10. Keep what you truly need or truly love. Have you ever surveyed your belongings and felt burdened by items that neither ease your days nor warm your heart, diluting the essence of a truly lived-in home? Behold Patricia, a graceful 74-year-old storyteller from Nevada, whose shelves groaned under forgotten trinkets that evoked indifference rather than delight, stifling her narrative flair and emotional buoyancy in serene twilight years. Culled from my enriched tapestry aiding seniors in soulful spaces, retain only what simplifies life or sparks joy. Query each. Does it aid or uplift? As Patricia did, cherishing her cozy quilt while releasing ornate vases, birthing clarity and affection anew. Delving richly, this isn't arbitrary pruning. It's anchored in joy-centric philosophy, where selective keeping honors authenticity over accumulation, transmuting possessions into allies of fulfillment amid evolving seasons. Its radiant nucleus elevates enlightened eldering by cherishing essence, unlocking virtues like endorphin surges for immune fortitude, per positive psychology reviews, streamlined environs that avert hazards and cultivate mindfulness for profound inner peace. The bewitching allure blooms from its heart-led curation poetry, akin to a soulful anthology edit that's intimately resonant and diffusible as Nidor Love Nest, stirring that profound essence embrace rapture. Hold one item tonight and ask the questions, and witness how this discerning art fashions a home of vital harmony that deepens your joy and legacy. Tip 11. Create a memory corner. Have you ever scattered sentimental relics across your home, where they gather dust and blur into clutter, diluting their emotional glow while evoking scattered melancholy in your reflective phase? Gaze upon Dorothy, a poignant 76-year-old poet from Pennsylvania, whose drawers concealed faded letters and photos that once stirred loneliness rather than warmth, fragmenting her reminiscences amid daily disarray. Informed by my heartfelt odyssey empowering seniors toward emotive sanctuaries, designate a modest nook, a shelf or box, for these treasures curated and illuminated, as Dorothy did, clustering her heirlooms to honor without overwhelm, weaving coherence into her legacy. Penetrating profoundly, this isn't casual storage. It's rooted in narrative therapy, where contained reverence preserves essence while liberating the broader abode, alchemizing nostalgia into anchored solace amid fleeting times. Its luminous spirit ennobles seasoned wisdom by harmonizing past with present, granting gifts like tempered grief for emotional equilibrium. Backed by APA insights on memory curation easing depressive echoes, plus uncluttered realms that sharpen focus and safety, invigorating relational bonds through shared tales. The enchanting vibe emanates from its memory shrine mystique, like an intimate heritage gallery that's soul-stirring and shareable as memory corner magic, kindling that tender, timeless bond radiance. Craft your corner with one memento tonight, and behold how this evocative haven molds a home of woven narratives that enriches your soul and enduring grace. Tip 12. Say thank you when letting go. Have you ever hesitated to release an item laced with history, where parting stirs a pang of loss that shadows your forward gaze in life's later chapters? Contemplate William, a reflective 78-year-old historian from Colorado, whose attic held relics like his late wife's scarf that evoked sorrow over solace, binding him to grief amid stagnant surroundings. Guided by my enduring commitment to senior emotional and spatial harmony, infuse farewells with gratitude. Touch the object and whisper thanks for its service, as William did, honoring the scarf's warmth before donating, softening release into serene closure. Unearthing deeper, this isn't rote dismissal. It's steeped in gratitude rituals from positive psychology, where verbal acknowledgement transmutes attachment into liberated memory, fostering healing amid inevitable transitions. Its ethereal core dignifies mature evolution by transfiguring endings into appreciations, yielding essences like diminished guilt for resilient hearts. Supported by APA research on gratitude-easing bereavement, plus liberated spaces that amplify vitality and relational openness through unburdened sharing. The captivating aura arises from its grateful goodbye serenity, like a poetic release ceremony that's intimately healing and viral as thankful let go, evoking that cathartic heart unburdened bliss. Offer thanks to one piece tonight, and experience how this tender gesture shapes a home of liberated light that profoundens your peace and legacy. Wrapping up, these 12 habits from tidy seniors show that small shifts create big peace. Like a leaner who reclaimed her kitchen and now hosts family dinners with ease, or Harold whose clear spaces sparked daily walks, proving tidiness fuels vitality. The lesson: your home reflects your health. Keep it light to live fully. Start with one habit today for a nest that nurtures. Thanks for watching The Senior Nest. Like, subscribe, and comment your favorite tip. We love hearing from you. See you next time.